Next up, let's talk about deleting files and folders. This is the last important thing. Well, there are other important commands, but this is the last of the fundamentals of working with files and navigating. So to delete a file, we have a command rm. I assume it stands for remove. And all we need to do is rm and then a space and then reference a file name, assuming that the file is in our current directory, or we need to reference the correct path to get to that file. Now, the thing you need to know up front is that this is not going to put it in your trash can or your recycling bin or whatever it's called. This deletes the file. It is gone. So you want to be careful with this, right? You don't want to go around deleting crucial files, although this is a Git course, and Git can help solve or alleviate these issues. If you delete something accidentally, if it was being tracked by Git, we can restore it with a single command. It's very easy and painless. Anyway, that's getting ahead of ourselves. Let me demonstrate how this works. Just remember, this permanently deletes the file. So what should we delete? If you want to follow along, you might want to just make something to delete first. So you could do touch delete me. So I didn't even give it a file extension. If we look at it, where am I? I'm in the turtles directory. I could always do pwd to verify. So that's right here. Here's the file I made. I could even rename it from here. How about we make it a docx file, which is Microsoft Word, and it's going to ask me, are you sure you want to do that? It doesn't matter. I'm going to delete it. But I wanted to show you, if you make modifications here, I could even rename this. Delete me with a bunch of M or with a bunch of E's at the end. If I type ls now, this is up to date as well. Okay, so to delete it, it's just rm and then the name of the file. And that's because I'm in this folder. So I don't need to reference some other path. This is exactly what I need. If I hit enter, you can see it disappears. Whoops, that's not ls. I meant to type ls. It's gone. So it's not coming back. We're not using Git right now. So that is gone. That file is totally gone. So let's make two more files to delete just really quickly. How about delete.txt and remove.xls? I think that's Excel. Maybe not. Well, whatever that extension is. I thought it was Excel. It doesn't matter. I'm going to delete them. So I'll do them together. They're both here. You can see them there. rm delete.txt space remove.xls. They're both gone. Okay. Quickly, I'll show it over here. Let's delete the cyan file that I made on my Windows side. So here it is, cyan.js, rm cyan.js. If I type ls, it does not show up here. And if I look over here in the file explorer, it's not here. Maybe there's a way to make this larger. There we go. Well, still, it's not here. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is deleting folders. If I want to delete this folder, land turtles, right there, I cannot use the rm command as it stands. Land turtles like that. It says, nope, land turtles is a directory, rm deletes files, or at least rm the way we used it. So we actually have a variation of rm. In order to delete a folder or a directory, rm-rf. We haven't talked about flags. This is, just a crash course on the basic terminal navigation, the essential commands you need to know. But all of the commands we've used actually accept a bunch of options that modify how they behave. So as a quick example, ls actually has a couple of other variations. One is ls-a, which is going to show me hidden files. So that -a modifies the behavior of ls. It says list all files, including hidden. Hidden files start with a dot, so there's a hidden file. This will actually come up when we make a Git repository. It makes a hidden directory for us. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. So these flags are different options we can pass in. And there are two we will use on rm if we want to delete a directory. R and F. We don't need to go too much into what they mean. They stand for recursive, that's the R, and force is the F. Basically, this is how we delete a folder. But you want to be careful with this, because just like with deleting a file from the command line or from the terminal, it's gone. So if you delete a directory that's full of important stuff and it's not backed up somewhere, it's not in the cloud, it's gone. That's kind of end of story. So let's say I want to delete the entire turtles directory. Why don't I start by deleting land turtles, I didn't mean to type this, by the way. So I want to delete land turtles. Again, rm land turtles does not work, but rm-rf land turtles will. It's gone. There's no land turtles here. But that was an empty directory. If I try and delete turtles, which itself it doesn't have a lot, but turtles has cturtles, a folder, and george.py, a file. I'm now in the directory above it. I'm in pets. So I'm going to try deleting it. So I'll clear. By the way, on a Mac, that shortcut, if I have a bunch of stuff, to clear is Command K. Anyway, I'm in the pets directory. And if I want to delete turtles, rm-rf turtles. So you'll see it over here. There it is. And there it goes. It's gone. And that's it. I can't navigate into turtles. It doesn't exist. No such file or directory. But remember, I need the -rf to do that if it's a folder. If it's just a file, I just do rm. And either way, those are gone. They're gone for good. So be careful. Don't go around running this command on very important files and folders. Just always take a moment to think about what you're doing because you don't have that intermediate step of dragging something to the trash. But not much of this course really relies on deleting stuff, to be honest. It's mostly creating things and tracking those things with Git and changing those files. So it's not like we're going around deleting a bunch of stuff. I just figured you should know about those commands because they will come up every so often. All right, so that's rm and rm-rf. They're both the same command, just a variation to delete folders.